Aloha YouTubers, Scuba Chris here. Years ago when I was doing the Blaisdell show, I had the chance to meet Sam Bernard, who is the vice president of Okuma, and he was kind enough to give me this hat. And you may think, oh, it's just a hat, but it's a little bit more than a hat. Him and I, we think the same. We're old-fashioned. He said this is an old person's hat. I knew exactly what he meant. Didn't have those plastic tabs in the back that kept breaking. It had this old-fashioned clamp system here with the canvas. This will adjust to any size head. I love this. So for over the years, I've been using this hat that was a present. But after all, like 5-6 years ago, whatever that was, look what happened. The UV ate it up. So it's about time I changed this. So you can see how much the sun has damaged the color in the cap, and it's still okay. But you know, the guy who owns Action Hat was kind enough to sponsor me, so he gave me new brackets and thumb screws and all this. So I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change out the old one. I don't need to use the new ones. I'm gonna change out the old ones and put it on the new cap. Now this is what it looks like on the inside. See that here? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loosen those bolts, take this off, and and this gives it rigidity. I'm gonna put this into the new cap. Oh, you can see over here, look, there's the coloration, that nice blue and white coloration of the original that wasn't hit by the sun, and look what the sun has done. Wow, that was that was really on. So I took my GoPro off. This is the inside. Make sure I have this facing up position. I'm trying to keep everything the way it was. It's a very simple type of operation. Basically what you want to do is you want to drill your pilot hole first and put that in, and you kind of pivot it to how it should be, and then use a marker and then make a little hole, pilot hole, and drill it in. And I've also added in a lanyard just in case, because you know when you nod your head forward, the weight could make this fall off. So having this around your neck will prevent you from damaging your GoPro. Okay, next you just want to put your pilot hole. Now this is going to go inside like that. That's what it's going to look like from the inside. So it's going to go inside like that. You can see the curvature is still there. So you see that hole there? You want to duplicate that hole right there, at least the pilot hole. And to do that, you just position it, stick in a marking pen, put a little dot in there, and you're all set. So what we're going to do is, you see how this thing is curved? That's fitting to the inside of the cap. So this part here is towards the bottom, as you see here. So we're just gonna put in the screw like that. It's gonna come to here and into the bracket. But before we're gonna do that, we're gonna put in a little pilot hole. See, we're gonna line this up at here. I'm gonna use my marking pen here, line up my second hole, and as you can see, that worked out nicely. Okay, I got this one here just finger tight in here, so I'm going to follow it up with the second posting. I'll put this to here, line it up with the second hole, and then tighten it. At this stage, do not tighten it, just make it finger tight so you can move this. Now to me, that seems to be about right. Okay, so before I tighten it, what I do is I look in the back. You see, that's how much play I have. One went up a little bit, one went down a little bit, but that's all you have to do is you stretch out the material. Actually, you can also mount your camera and see how it looks before you tighten it. Okay, I have it just finger tight on now, but it looks pretty well level. What do you think? So we're going to mount this permanently on now. So So what do you say? It looks pretty good, right? If not, I can always change it out in the field. I can bring a pair of Phillips with me, and I can change it if I have to. But after a couple of years, look what the UV did. This is what originally looked like. Sam Brennan gave me a couple of these. He said, we're old timers. We prefer this old style of hat with the back clip, not with the plastic ones that break. And he's right. He's the VP of the company. He knew what I wanted even before he said, come up. I think you don't want these more than the others. And I looked at him and go, you're right. I do want these more than the others. So he gave me a stack of them. I'm only on my second one of all the ones he gave me. But I can still use this. I just gotta throw in the washer, get it all cleaned up. I can still use it for gardening or driving or anything else. But this is going to the beach with me. And see how easy it was? Thank you. I would also like to thank the kind inventor of this style of GoPro accessories. He was the one that sent this to me to try for my YouTube channel. So thanks to the kind people over at Action Cameras for this. Thank you.